Now we're here today to talk about your daughter, Alia. Is that correct?
Yes.
And how old is she?
Just 1 year.
And who is her dad?
Ramirez.
At the time when she was born, did you and Mr. Ramirez sign paperwork saying that
Yes.
he is her dad?
Yes.
And do you live in Liberty County?
Yes.
Does Mr. Ramirez live in Liberty County?
No.
Do you know what county he lives in?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, where?
I don't know.
Okay. Does he live near you?
No. Not that I know so.
Does he live in Houston?
I think he does.
Okay. I'll ask him. Does Miss Your Honor, at this time I would offer the acknowledgement of paternity as to Alia as Exhibit A.
Does anyone have any objection to me admitting the acknowledgement of paternity as states Exhibit A?
No.
Sir?
No.
It's admitted.
Have you and Mr. Ramirez lived together since Alia was born?
No. We never lived together.
Okay. And has he given you support for Alia since she was born?
He started about 5 months ago.
About 5 months ago? And how
Yes.
much does he give you?
He gave me the first time he gave me 500. That was on her birthday, so that was her gift. And then he gave me 500 again. So then he gave me 250. Then he gave me another 250, and then he gave me 500 again. So that was 5 times.
So he's giving you about $2,000?
Yes.
Okay. Are you requesting back child support or to start from here forward?
Back. Yeah, because he has not given me before her birthday.
Has Mr. Ramirez visited with Alia?
Yes, he was able to see her since, until she was 8 months.
He was able to see her until 8 months, or was not able to see her until
Yeah,
8 months?
he came to see her like all that time. Yes.
Okay. And what happened when she turned 8 months?
Me and him were not speaking, and then his mom offered me $50. And I was like, oh well, that's nice, I guess. And then he started messaging me, like spamming me, and I didn't like that. So then I told my dad. He spoke to him. He was like, I'm gonna send $20. And I took it as, I was like, is he making fun of me, or like what is that? And then he was like, I was like, you know what? It's not gonna be whenever you want to, because my daughter's not a toy. You're not gonna be like choosing if you're gonna give her money or not. He was not giving her money. That whole time he was not giving her money at all. But I did take it offensive that he offered $20 when he didn't give her anything. So then I was
So has
like,
he seen her since that? Has he seen her since that time?
no, like I didn't
Okay.
allow.
You didn't allow it?
No, I applied for the child support, and I was like, we're just gonna wait for that.
Okay. Now, do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Ramirez?
Yes.
And what is the safety concern that you have?
He's told me before that he's gonna take her away from me. He told me he was gonna hurt me and my family. He stated, quote unquote, that I'm gonna kill you and your family. If you don't give her to me, I'll go to jail. I don't care. And many times he told me he was gonna kill himself, that he didn't want to be alive. That so I'm scared. I'm afraid for my daughter's safety. Like if he ever takes her, I'm scared I'm not gonna see her again, or what he can do to her, to me and my family. So I have not spoken to him or anything. Like like I'm very scared that I let her go with him and I don't see her again.
Have you has it come to the point, have you filed any criminal charges?
I didn't, but I did file for a protective order, which they denied it because they they wanted more proof. So they denied it, but I did file for that. Yeah, because we did have this one incident when he tried taking her away from my arms, and I didn't call the cops because I was very scared. But yeah, that happened.
And when did that happen?
That happened when she was 2 weeks old.
And after that, she went with him for visitation?
He did continue to see her. Yes.
Okay. And what kind of visitation was he having?
He was coming to my house, and he would like be in the living room with her.
Are you do you feel comfortable being a supervisor if you had to supervise visitation?
I'll feel better that way.
Okay. Your Honor, I pass the witness.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
I would call Mr. Ramirez. Could you please state your name?
My name is Ramirez.
Your Honor, I did forget to ask Mr. Rosco how the child is covered for health insurance. May I ask that real quick out of
You may,
turn?
yes, do that.
Ms. Rosco, how is your child covered for health insurance?
She has Medicaid.
Mr. Ramirez, do you have any other children other than Alia?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
And where do you work?
I work at a health insurance agency. It's called Senior Health Pro Corporation.
And do you get paid by the hour?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you make an hour?
Well, I used to make 16, but I recently got they increased my wage a little bit, so it's like $16.74 an hour.
So it's $16.74.
Yeah.
Do you have insurance available to you for your child?
I'm not sure.
Do you have dental insurance available?
I'm not sure again. I would have to ask.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they do, but
Okay. But you don't know how much it costs or anything.
Yeah, I haven't investigated that.
And when was the last time you saw your child?
I think it was around early or late July, if I recall.
Okay. And are you wanting visitation with your child?
Yes, I want standard visitation.
All right. And that sounds like it's been about 8 months since you've seen your child.
That's correct.
Okay. And you're wanting to just take your child off even though you haven't seen her in 8 months?
That's correct.
Okay. Do you agree that you've paid $2,000 towards?
I think I paid a little more, like 2,500.
So you think you've paid 2,500?
Well, I don't think I know. I have the receipts.
Okay.
I've also tried to give her money prior to that too, but it wasn't accepted.
And when did you try to give her money?
Like August 28th was the first time after I had recently gotten my job, because prior to that, I didn't have a job for like 2 or 3 months.
Okay. So when she was born, you were not working?
When she was born, I was working, but we were
Okay.
together. That's why I didn't agree to the back support.
Were you living together at that time?
Not living together, but we would see each other often.
Okay. Did you give her money for your child?
I would buy the stuff. I wouldn't give her directly. I mean, I don't think I remember, maybe like a little 50, or I don't know. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry.
And when the job that you had when she was born, how much were you making an hour there?
15.50. But after that,
Did you work 40 hours a week?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And how old was she when you became unemployed?
I can't recall the months but it was around April when I became unemployed. Either late March or April, around that time.
Okay. And at that time you were you did not have employment. You said you didn't have employment for about 3 months?
Yeah, correct. 2.5, I
Okay.
would say.
And then you started work in, was it August, did you say?
August 8th.
Okay. And that's the present job that you have right now.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other monies that you say that you've given towards your child?
Any other like
Amount of money?
so far no, I haven't.
Okay. Your Honor, I passed
Actually,
this.
sorry, I gave her an
Oh.
extra 100. Sorry, I just remember I gave her an extra 100 like last month, I think, or prior to that.
So you think you've given her 2,600? Is that right?
Yeah, 2,600. Sorry.
I would pass this witness. This time I would call Miss Adeline. Miss Adeline, did you speak with the parties in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And where do you work?
I work for Attorney General Child Support.
And are you a child support officer?
Yes, ma'am.
In that capacity, do you have the occasion to review wages of customers
Yes, ma'am.
and calculate child support?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you, when you were talking with Mr. Ramirez, did you do calculations based on his wages of 1674?
1664, that's what I'm looking at the pay stub that he gave.
Oh, okay. So you actually had the pay stub that,
Yeah.
and did you do calculations based on that for current child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have a monthly gross wage based on that?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
It's 2,884 and 27 cents.
$2,884.27.
Correct.
And based on government health insurance, do you have a recommendation for medical, cash medical?
Yes, ma'am. It's $130.
Okay. And what does child support come to based on that?
It's $471 monthly.
471?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have an occasion but hearing his testimony as to the amounts he was making during certain periods? Did you do any calculations for back child support?
No, I did not yet.
Okay. He testified that he was making $15.50 at the job that he was working when the child was born. And he worked there from when the child was born until April of 2023.
I would do till March.
Through March of 2023.
Do you want me to go ahead and
If you
calculate
could
that?
yes. And I can tell you what the other calculations you would need to be doing too. Do you want me to give you those yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's 2,684 and 40 cents. If you work 40 hours.
Okay. And what would child support be based on that?
Oh, then I'm gonna have to plug it in. Hold on. Child support would be $441.
Okay. And based on unemployment from April, May, June, and July, that would be $220 per month.
For 3 months?
4
April,
months.
May, June.
4 months.
Okay, 4 months. Okay, let me see. It would be like 880. Oops.
880.
Yeah.
And then the 471, is that correct? Up until now? From August until present? August, May, June, August, September, November. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and April. So 9 months.
9 months of that 1551?
9 months of 471, the current child support. The current place he's working now.
Oh, okay. So you want me to add them all? Or you have it?
Yeah, and there's 5 months of at 441, right?
Okay, 441, 5 months. All right, hold on.
And then there's 4 months at 220
880, okay.
and 471 times
1
9.
times 5. 220. How was the, what did you say again? Could you repeat the last one you said?
471, the current child support times 9 months.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on.
I think I have the
This is
calculations,
three.
Your Honor.
Okay,
Do you want the calculations from me, Your Honor?
I think I have 6,723.
I came up with $7,324.
How many months did you do for the 441? The
5.
child was born. It should really only be 4 because the child was born in late November.
She was born in early November,
Oh yeah. What was the date?
November 9th.
What did your number?
The number would be 7324, and then if you take away the 2,000, it would be $5,324.
And he's arguing he paid more.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's
So if it's a simple 2,000, it would be $5,324, and if it's the extra 600, it would be $4,724. I have no further questions of this witness.
Ms. Rosco, do you have any questions for Ms. Adelon?
No.
And Mr. Ramirez, do you have any questions for her?
Yeah, I mean, regarding the back child support, the reason I'm saying that the reason I didn't agree was because we worked together. So, I mean, I don't know how that would change the situation, but also I wasn't working at Home Depot up until March. I was actually working in a different place after that. It was a warehouse, and there I was making $14.50. And it was full-time for a minute, and then it was part-time.
well, that's something that really have to bring that to the judge.
Question, sir?
Question, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I
Is
didn't
your
know.
chance to ask her questions?
No questions. Sorry.
Okay, Ms. Adelon, you may be excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you could go talk with those parties to see what their agreement is.
Ms. Franzita, do you have any further questions for anybody?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
The state does not represent either of you. So I'm going to give you both a chance to say anything else that you think is relevant to any of these issues. Ms. Orozco, I guess I'll start with you. Ma'am, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, I'm requesting the supervised visits because I don't want him to take her with him because I'm afraid for my daughter's safety. I don't think he's someone that my daughter will be safe with due to his past violent behavior and
And ma'am, what violent behavior? Because you haven't testified to any.
well, he would always tell me he will kill me, he will kill my family, and it got to the point where I was very scared. I stopped talking to him, and the only communication it was him and my dad. When he would come, I would not even talk to him. He was very aggressive with me in our relationship. When we were together, he was still not giving me money. He said that he bought her stuff, but he never did. He never got her diapers. He would come, he would see her. He was just like he would come sit in the living room with her, be on his phone, and he would not bring her anything. So he was still not helping me financially. So he started trying to send money on August, but that's after I said that I was gonna start the child support application. So that's when he tried to send money. That's when he sent the 350, I believe. And I declined it, and I was like, we're just gonna wait for this. But that's when he started after she turned 1 year to give me money.
Do you know if he's ever killed anybody or hurt anybody? Does he have any criminal background?
No, that I know so.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, it's just that I'm afraid for my daughter's safety, and I don't want him to take her.
Mr. Ramirez, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, of course. Yeah, regarding that, yeah, I understand her point of view, but um, when I started visiting her was when didn't have a job. So there was no way for me to provide all the little money I had. I used it to pay rent, and I paid rent ahead of time so I could be looking for jobs. During that time, I was not made aware that there was going to be a child support place, so I put it on myself as well. Regarding her statements for safety, like afraid of our daughter's life and all that. Yeah, she could say that, but that was almost a year ago. I was going through a very traumatic time in my life, and I did not know how to handle my emotions. My dad was very sick, and I was staying with her for maybe a day or two, or I'm not sure if it was like even a week. I would drive from Home Depot, go over there, and stay over there and spend the night. But one day, my dad, he would text me that he was alone. He felt alone, so I thought it's better for me to go over there, stay with him. And during that time, my dad was sick. He passed away September 11th. And all of that was me going to see him in the hospital, this and that, looking for jobs. And I was just going through a very traumatic time. Honestly, I wasn't very emotionally stable, but I could say that that was 9 months ago, almost a year ago. That's not the person that I see myself as now, or I have testimonies, people around me that know that that's not who I am. And I've never harmed anybody. I've never killed anybody. I've never done anything to anybody that's caused them to make a criminal accusation towards me. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
So ma'am, you've expressed concerns and he's all but admitted to saying some not very nice things to you. Is there anyone else who could possibly supervise the visits besides you, so you would not be put in that position?
Yes, my parents.
Do you live with your parents?
Yes.
Okay, is there anyone who you don't live with who could supervise the visits so that you would not be there?
Um,
Do you trust his parents?
his parents?
Mhm.
No. No, because also his mom, like they would just show up to my house unexpected. So it's that I'm even scared to be home alone because they would just show up to my house. So I don't trust them.
Can I object, Your Honor?
I would not worry about it.
Okay.
And so you live in Harris County?
Are you speaking to me?
Do you live in Harris County or are you
Yes, ma'am.
further away?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your portion of Harris County near Liberty or are you on like the far side?
I'm on the A-leaf side, southwest.
Southwest?
Yeah, like the complete opposite.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty far from Liberty.
Correct.
And are you living with parents or are you in your own house?
I'm living with my sister. We share rent.
Okay, I'm going to make my ruling. I'm appointing the parties joint managing conservators with Miss Rosco having the right to determine the primary residence of the child within Liberty and contiguous counties. I'm ordering a stair-step visitation. The first step being 1 to 5 on the first, third, and fifth Saturdays of the month, unsupervised. For pickup and drop off, is there maybe a police station near you, ma'am, or a location? Some people use like an HEB or a Walmart parking lot. Some police stations have specific spots designated for pickup and drop offs. Is there a place you'd like to do that where it'll be safe for y'all?
I don't know where.
I'm sorry?
I don't know where.
Is there a police station near her residence, Ms. Franzeto?
I do not know. Let me see if I can get it without. I don't want her to say her address on there. Then I can Google it.
And it could be further from her. I just,
Okay, I'll Google it. It says Baytown, Your Honor.
So the Baytown Police Department.
Yes, Your Honor. It says that appears to be the closest. It's 28 miles from her.
That's the closest police station? I thought you were gonna say 28 miles from him.
No, I was looking at her address. Near her address, she's in Cleveland, which is on the far side, I think, of Liberty County.
Jeez.
There's one in Humble, though. It looks like it's 18.95 miles.
Do you know if there's, and again, you could just say yes or no, because we're trying to keep your address confidential. Are there local police stations near you?
No.
Okay. Would you want to use a Walmart parking lot instead?
I prefer the police station.
You'd prefer the police station?
Yeah.
Okay, let's use the Baytown Police Station. So all pickup and drop-offs will be at the Baytown Police Station. So the first phase, 1 to 5 on the first, third, and fifth weekend, unsupervised for 4 visits. The next phase, 8 to 5 on the first, third, and fifth weekends, unsupervised for 4 visits.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Let me finish my ruling, sir.
Sorry.
Then it will be 6 p.m. Saturday to 6 p.m. Sunday on the first, third, and fifth, well, Saturdays to Sundays, for 4 visits. And then it will be the standard possession order. And I don't know how far apart they live. I don't know how he's going to determine how far apart they live because he doesn't know her address. But they'll figure that out. And the pickup and drop-offs will continue to be at the Baytown Police Station. I'm ordering that he pay child support to Mr. Rosco. So Mr. Ramirez is ordered to pay child support of $471 a month, beginning May 1st of 2024. I'm ordering that she apply or continue with the government medical assistance program and ordering that Mr. Ramirez pay cash medical of $130 a month, beginning May 1st of 2024. I'm ordering that a judgment for back child support against Mr. Ramirez for $3,000. And I'm ordering that he pay that back at a rate of $35 each month, beginning May 1st, 2024. I'm going to grant the non-disclosure. I'm not granting a family violence finding. And order that the parties communicate through app close. I'm ordering injunctions against both parties. And I could send you these if you need, Ms. Brenzito, but they're the kind of the be nice ones. So enjoined from intentionally communicating in telephone or electronic voice transmission or in person, video chat writing, using vulgar, profane, obscene, or indecent language, or in a coarse or offensive manner, threatening the other person.
You have those, you say, Your Honor? The ones you want?
Yeah, and it's going to be section 3 of what I'm going to send you. 3.1 to 3.5. Threatening the other person in any other manner, including by telephone or electronic voice transmission, video chat and writing, or electronic messaging, to take unlawful action against a person or any person, or the parties in the case really intending.
You want permanent injunctions?
Yeah. Misusing the telephone, so using the phone in an offensive manner, basically. Intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly causing bodily injury to the other person or the party or child, or threatening the other party or child with imminent bodily injury. And I'm ordering that Mr. Ramirez pay court costs as billed by Liberty County by October 31st, 2024. Did you have a question, Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, so you said this first weekend is gonna be from 1 to 5?
The first, third, and fifth, yes.
First, this weekend that's gonna be right now?
I would have to
First
look and
phase?
see at the calendar.
Because it's like about an hour and a half to get, oh, well, it's not that far. You said the Baytown Police Department, right? I mean, I don't know how far that is.
Yes, it's the Baytown Police Department.
And then the next visitation you said is gonna be from, will I get this in paper or email?
The AG's office is going to draft this order and they'll be sending it to me to sign off on, and then they'll be sending you a copy.
And you said I do have to pay the back child support?
$3,000 is what I ordered, sir.
$3,000? Okay. And after the first phase, the third phase you said is gonna be standard visitation?
Yes, you're gonna get through these 3 phases and you have to complete the phases to get to the next phase. You can't just wait them out.
Okay, but the first one starts this Saturday that's coming.
Yes,
Okay,
that is the 3rd Saturday of the month.
okay, and then it's the first of the next month.
Yes, you're gonna have to look at a calendar and figure out the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekends. The AG's office might have a calendar. They used to, that shows when these are. They might be able to provide you with one.
All right, that's great. All right,
You might also be able to Google it. I wouldn't be surprised if someone doesn't have one of these online because it's pretty standard in Texas to use the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekends.
okay. First, third, and fourth? Okay.
5th,
Oh,
sorry.
fifth, sorry.
So that is the hearing, and as I said, the AG's office is going to draft the order based on my ruling today, and you are all free to go. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.